So we are planning to discuss few things regarding United. I think we put a good enough break so that we have got some contents to talk through. Even though United haven't done anything till now. So I think you guys will be. I There are a lot of different kind of. Uh, AJ, can you just put your camera? Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So there are kind of
I
just
think.
different um,
Yeah.
opinions and stuffs going around within ourselves, and there are a lot of things going around in social media and stuff. So we will first go to transfers, and I will come to AJ. AJ, what are your thoughts, and uh, pour out your frustrations, venting, and everything. Just go.
See, if if you ask me, I am frustrated, or am I frustrated? Yes, I am. It's because of the way we conduct things. Even though we were not expecting much things, but at least some should have happened. Especially if you are considering when we were thinking about De Jong transfer. I mean, next week we are our preseason unofficially starting, and there is nothing we can say in terms of transfers. And if you are, I mean, I feel sorry about all the people conducting this activity. It's because of, like Ornstein said, it's a painful process, especially for United transfers, uh, for Mato or who Fletcher or whoever is doing. And the fans, it's like after a depressing season, everyone expected some quick turnarounds or quick business to be done before the preseason. So it is difficult to show my emotions right now. But I do really feel like I have had a chat with few United supporters. I mean, from here in Manchester, they are confident, especially Jimmy. He posted something on Twitter as well today, and he is expecting some transfers. The first one we are expecting it to be done by next week or the next before the preseason, and followed it by another two. That's what he is predicting. So I am hoping for the best. Still again, yes, I am frustrated, but the way things are going, the only thing which we can do is wait for some positive news. How
Yeah.
about Alan's
So
thoughts? I think Alan is on the same page of mine.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Alan, good. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Regarding United's transfer window, I actually expected this to be slow because, we have undergone a lot of structural changes. Um, Recently, I think yesterday we brought in Tom Keane, brother of Mike Keane, as the intermediary. Sorry, not the intermediary. He was the intermediary earlier. Right now, he's the consultant who will help us with the transfer negotiation. So I think it's still a structure that is rebuilding. It'll take some time, but at the same time I feel our targets are clear cut at the moment, and we know what we need to get for Eric Ten Hag this window. And there are lots of briefs coming out from the media that we'll walk away from the target, and we won't overpay. Fine, I agree with all these things, but the thing is, the leaks have been less compared to last summer. So I feel that's why we are feeling that pain in terms of getting the updates on a regular basis, especially when you come from the reliable sources. We see that the information coming, especially from the Times, Telegraph, and then BBC, some things and all differ when it comes to the valuation. Like if it's Manchester Evening News, they'll be saying United bid 60 plus add-ons, or the you know they don't even know what the exact valuation gap is. It's been expected to be around 10 to 15 million euros in case of Frankie De Jong. But then I do expect this to happen, but I don't want to what do you say that it's a done deal, or it will happen. But I think it's still a work in progress. We need to um, but we need to stay patient. And I don't think he will be a first signing. I feel it can be someone like Christian Eriksen or Daniel Backman, who's more attainable, maybe as a first main arrival into the squad. And as the Athletic article had stated, Frankie is on vacation. He has that extra 3 weeks break, so he can take his own time and you know, if United and Barcelona can negotiate the differences out during that period, it'll be beneficial for all the parties involved in this particular deal. So let's see what will happen. Anyways, the situation is a bit precarious at United. We need to, move things a bit quickly, especially if we are looking at players like Anthony, and then um, if you want a centre back, which will be dependent on the sales. And I do expect some sales to happen before we move with a bid for Anthony.
Yeah, so I'll just say my thoughts regarding this. Like, I have always been seen as a very optimistic kind of person regarding United. But that's not the case. I am probably the pessimistic one. But that's why I am not frustrated as these guys or the guys over in Twitter and all these things, because I don't judge a season by transfer window. Because if transfer window is the one that you need to win, then as last season would have won by Arsenal, because they spent around 150 million plus last season. And if you go by the quality, United should have won the league, because we bought in three great players. uh, and so I don't judge the season by transfer window, because the window is something that you need to do. uh, but actually it doesn't really reciprocate who won the transfer window, and that club really doesn't go to do really great things, right? So and ideally what United do is the correct one, like 3 in 3 out. That's the ideal transfer window that should happen in a particular club. Like even City, if you see, there is Haaland coming in, and there is probably Phillips coming in, and then if they can sell out Jesus and Sterling, they will probably go for Joe Felix. That's what I heard. So that is three. Yes, Alvarez is there, but that's in January, and he is just the another one. But your main three is that. That's what set club do, right? So the same thing happened in Liverpool also. They got Nunes in. They are getting that Calvin Ramsey guy in, and they already got a Calvaro from Fulham. So just three. So you don't change that much if you don't want to change. Like you are a set team, you don't change that much. So that's the ideal window. Whenever you are bringing lot of people in, that is going to create a instability also. So that is I don't really go after that all of the like 7 or 8 players in, and just revamp everything. That's not how a club should run. That is really a bad way to go about it. But uh, I do think I think even I can give an example. We had three good players coming in last season, and as per the transfer window end, we should have actually uh, finished really higher. We should have probably challenged for the title. Season before that, we had Alex Telles and Donny Van de Beek, and
Then Cavani,
Cavani.
Cavani.
Cavani coming in on a free,
and
and
then
we
Pelistri.
challenged
Yeah, Pelistri and Ahmad as the
Pelastri and Ahmad,
Ahmad.
who didn't even probably don't feature that much, and we challenged for the title. Yes, City
Yes.
won by a truckload of points, but we are the one challenging. Right, we finished second. Actually,
Yes.
for 2 months, around 2 months from December to January, probably a first part of February, we were challenging. We were in and around 1 and 2, and I think most of the United fans will take that this season. If we can challenge at least for 1 month, we will take that. So I don't really feel like whoever wins this transfer window like goes on to do things and stuff. That's my entirely personal point. Some may disagree with that, some may agree with that. And other thing regarding United is, as I have said here in previous year and my Twitter and all, I don't expect them to do more than three signings, because this season there are five or seven six players gone out on a free. I expect them to do one more. So I don't expect more than four signings. So if someone like Lacrosse and all these people comes and say United are going to sign five players, six players, I don't believe that. They are not going to. That's never going to happen. And as Alan said, this is a new structure in place, and they are also learning probably on the job. There is a lot of things regarding at a club like United, you shouldn't learn on job and all these things. But that's how Glaciers run the club. We cannot change that. If you have 5 billion on your pocket, we can change that, but we cannot. So uh, I expect, like, from what I have heard, ETH want to fix the midfield before preseason. And preseason is not on Monday. Yes, preseason on Monday for United, but most, I don't know how many clubs are coming on starting their preseason on 27th. Any idea? I don't think there are too many clubs starting
No,
on 27th, right?
no,
Yeah,
not much. Yeah.
we're just returning back to the training ground earlier. That's all.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Just to prepare the physical stuff and to get to know each
Yeah,
other, ice breaking sessions.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna see at the start, and then
yeah,
not everyone's gonna reach at that point, right? Only a few players.
No, no, that's there only.
Yeah,
That I am come to. But even for other clubs, right? Like,
that's true. Yeah.
we are the
yeah.
only club that has a new manager in place.
Hmm. True.
All other
Yes,
have all other top six. I'm not talking about others. All other top six clubs have an old manager. Like, they are steady. The introduction and all these things are done. We are the only
yes,
club that have a new manager in place. So the new manager took a decision that whoever can come in 1 week earlier should come in 1 week earlier. So that's
yes,
why 27th these people are coming, including
yeah,
I think Rashford. We will come to that. So what I am saying is, when you that doesn't mean the preseason starts on Monday, right? And
yes,
a lot of tweets regarding Ten Hag hasn't been backed. Before preseason, he hasn't got the players he needed. The preseason starts on probably July 4th, when the international
yes,
players come in, or by July 8th when they fly out to preseason Australia. So I do think by July 8th or July 4th, you will see things happening. Um, and I think in midfield, uh, I think we can probably say that Ericsson and FDJ are our main targets. And I do think maybe one or at least two among them will be done by that. So
yes,
if that happens, it's happened. Like, it's supposed to be do that. And this is a new window with a new manager. So the targets are decided on May. It is not like we have decided the targets on January. Like, all these Liverpool, Manchester City, all these clubs, they decide their target by February or March, right? So they know their targets. They would have started all these basic negotiation things at that point of time itself. So, and United get linked with lot of players, and everyone is not, we are not approaching them. So there are a lot of value of getting linked with United. So when someone says that he rejected to join another club, I don't, maybe we wouldn't even have info the player, right? It happens. So for Nunes, when they say that he rejected to us to go to Liverpool, that's not really the case. When the price gone up to 80 million, we actually were never in the race. We were in the race
yes,
for around 60 million or something. So we wanted
yes,
the player, yes. He was one of our targets, yes. We have done the basic, yes. That's all correct. But when the price went 80 million, we are never in the position to do that. So
yes,
it the context matters. People will say now, Ericsson. Now the thing is Ericsson. We have to say that Ericsson is choosing between United and Brentford. If you are going by financial package, I think he would have to choose United because our package would have been definitely higher than Brentford's. But he can choose Brentford also, right? It's not like he has to choose United. He is in London. His family is settled in London, and they would have to stay at London. And suddenly, if Ericsson choose Brentford, the next headline would be Christian Eriksen choose Brentford over United. United's pulling power is not good or whatever. So it's not right. Like he can choose Brentford or United. It's not like he cannot choose. There are other factors that comes to players choosing a club. But I still I believe according to the things I hear and all these things, Ericsson probably would be one of our signings, and we will see. Before I think Ten Hag wanted midfield to be fixed before he flown out for the preseason. That's what his demand, and I think afterwards we will probably see forward they will target. Anthony's name is there. Let's see. There are a lot of conflicting reports regarding that, and then I think for the rest of the things are dependent on sales. So
Yes.
then the sale has to happen. Then definitely those two are going to. I don't. You can expect that only on August or even by the end of the window because our players are not really great saleable assets. So uh, no clubs in the world is now going to think that okay, Eric Bay is available. Let's go sign him. Right? They are never going to think that he is probably their two or third choice something. They will go for their first choice. They didn't get. They will go for their second choice. They didn't get. They will come for the third choice. So when they come for the third choice, that all this process has to be ticked. That takes time. So it will happen in August. When the window is closing, these people will come for our players because they are probably on the last or probably down the list of theirs. So if and when only when we can move these players, the other position, the other signings won't happen. Be whatever it may be, CB or RB. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the timeline I can see. So I'm not really frustrated, and I can. I'm kind of frustrated with all this negative emotion pouring in before even ETH has started a training on uh, uh, Carrington. So let's see. Maybe that's good also because last time around with Ronaldo coming in, these people thought we are going to win the league and we finished sixth. So if these people think that we are going to get relegated, we will probably win the league. So that's good also. Like let's see. So that's my thing. Like I would for every sensible guy, I would say that uh, just uh, uh, just be patient and see the window ends how it is. And if we haven't done the things that our manager wants, that we know most probably what he wants, and if we haven't done that, yes, it is a we can criticize. It's not like criticism cannot be done. Criticism has to be done. That's how fans can put pressure on clubs to do better. So but wait till then. Like it has to like we should know the full picture. Now at present, if people see Arsenal are doing great things, right? But
Yeah.
we will have to see the end of the window. Transfer markets in like goes till August 31.
Yeah,
So let's see. Yeah.
just to jump in, yeah, just a breaking news. It isn't regarding transfers, but a telegrapher reporting that Howard Webb will become a Premier League chief refereeing officer. He'll be replacing Mike Riley. So Howard Webb is one of the referees, who
Wow.
used to be one of
Wow.
our lucky charms in the game. So as
Wow.
Krishnan had mentioned earlier regarding us, being very pessimistic and then thinking that we'll get relegated, we might end up winning the title. This might be our year.
Let us pray for I mean all the journalists saying like we are gonna relegate. Then
Yeah.
we can see ourselves in the other side of the our side of the table.
Yeah, God bless them.
Yeah, actually they did that. Like, and I think in the Cavani window, uh, actually most of them put United under sixth or fifth.
Seventh, yes. So,
Yeah,
I think yeah,
so
Ducker
some
and
of them
always
put,
saying
yeah,
sixth, seventh.
some of them put in seventh also. So then we
Yeah,
we went and finished second. So that happens. Like, and they were saying that. Yes, they were saying that Everton had a huge window. I still remember it. Athletic had an article about how Everton had a great window
yeah.
and Everton is going to, and Everton was fighting relegation at this season. So that's how things go. Like it,
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. Money pumping in and for transfers, which doesn't help any team, whoever it is. We have prime examples in front of us. In that case, the only team I should say that there is difference is Chelsea. But they were into the another level of doing things in terms of transfers, or their system is entirely different. I mean, we must appreciate the way Marina conducted their things or transfers, or how they responded to each and every downsiding everything. So apart from that, most of the teams will go for 3 or 4 players. That is the maximum in a window, which will we can I mean realistically expect, or realistic should happen. And maybe we will have 1 or 2 free signings. In that, I think one signing is Ericsson. We are expecting, hopefully it will happen. And then again, there is outgoings. We already, I mean, Pogba, Lingard, Mata, it's already gone. Matic, the 4 players which is part of the first team is already gone. We are expecting Bailey, Henderson. I think we have already heard the news regards to him. It's a loan,
going
and which is a
down.
good
Yeah.
news. He is not going for an option to buy, which means he can come back to us and we'll do some. I think Ten Hag will be closely watching him, what exactly he can do at in Nottingham Forest,
Nottingham
and
Forest.
especially there in the Premier League. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Alan.
Yeah, just an update regarding Frankie De Jong. It's coming from the Spanish outlet named Sport. You can take this with a pinch of salt, but if encouraging reports are coming from the Spanish press, that means there are something advanced is happening regarding the deal. So they're saying that United are close to the agreement for the signing. Transfer now very very advanced in code. So they're saying that there has been some development in the recent hours and confidence that transfer will be done soon.
Yeah, I think I have to say that FDJ will get that. I think
Yes,
I think I don't know if we will play the full price. We may even pay the full price, but that doesn't mean that we wasted the last 1 month. But because
no,
uh, from my point of view is that shows that we are not going to pay the full price at first.
yes,
We still would haggle. We still would try to bring it down. But if it is not happening, we may pay the full price because he is the one, the pillar that Ten Hag wants in his system. So
yes.
he wants to develop the whole uh, team within that. Anything else,
Yeah,
Alan?
yeah. This is aggregated by Sports Witness. So they are saying that the clubs are trying to, complete the agreement before June 30th. Uh,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's another thing, and this is coming as their a print news, not online news. Now
Yeah.
I think it's going to be published online. It came as a print news, so print news will have some kind of a value in it, especially coming from
yes,
Spanish press. So yeah, let's take it with a pinch of salt for now, and then wait for English media, because 2 days back Luckhurst said that we are submitting an improved bid formally. So this might be closer to the valuation. So we will see
yes.
what happens in the coming hours.
Yeah, it's because of they need the money before 30th of
June
they
30.
need to
Yeah,
settle this yeah, things to be
yeah.
done. So which means
Actually, this transfer market is very much in a pause because of Barcelona. What they
yes.
have done is they have went out bid for everyone, agreed personal team with everyone, but they don't have a penny to pay for it.
Penny to register it. It's because of
Yeah,
they have halted the Christensen deal, then Alonso deal and Aspilicueta deal. Three from Chelsea itself. They are still
yeah,
waiting for it, right? And
yeah. So Chelsea cannot.
Lewandowski situation as well.
Yeah, so without these people going on, Chelsea cannot bring in replacement, right?
Yes,
So even though they know that Christensen is gone, they don't know Aspilicueta Alonso is moving. So they are in a dark over
yes,
it. And Chelsea is under a new management as we are. And like there are new people. Like Marina is not going to do the thing, and Todd Bowley is
no,
coming in. He's probably going to play football manager with the Chelsea setup for the first time, and we will see how it
yes,
goes. Because all these
yeah,
people like to do that. Like even um, our people like Ed Woodward did it, and then so what I am saying is they don't know. And Lewandowski, they want 50 million, right?
yes,
Bayern want 50 million upfront, and I even read a report that saying that they don't believe Barca can pay off in a installment basis. They want everything full
yes,
upfront. So that's the deal is getting hold there. And then another one saying that then Rafina, this guy has agreed even before the season ended. They have agreed with his agent and everything. And
yes,
Rafina is rejecting all the English club coming from him, saying that Barcelona will
yes,
come. And Dembele, they are waiting for Barcelona to upgrade his deal. So
yes,
all these people, and even Kunde was supposed to move to Chelsea. Like it was even closer than FDJ. Do you remember?
yes.
Like it was
Yes,
even closer than.
everything was agreed, and they were about to
Yeah,
put the last bid on, and then suddenly it stopped down for
yeah.
Barcelona.
That
Now
guy
they,
was in London. He was spotted in
yes,
London, and now Barca has gone on and put that thing also. Like so, everything is freeze till Barca moves. So what they
yes,
have done is they
yeah.
have virtually freeze the transfer market. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. And do you want
And
me to
yeah,
add the Ronaldo situation?
I think Alan has
Yeah.
something.
Before we discuss those regarding Ronaldo, we'll just go through the comments. A few of them have come up. So first one from Ashwin Sethu Madhavan. The leak was Ed Woodward. Yeah, maybe it's a good theory.
No,
And
no,
then
the league.
No, no, no. The leak was not Ed.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
someone else.
The team leagues was different. Like
yeah,
that's the players.
it
And
depends on the type of leak. When it comes to transfers,
Yes,
when it
I
reaches the
think
breakthrough and on, Ed Woodward might leak.
Eduardo was the
yes,
Yeah,
league. So to
yes,
Ducker, Simon Stone, Eduardo was the league.
yeah,
Now the
yes,
problem with these people is they don't know who to approach, right? So so that's why we get a lot of different from even our tier ones. Reports are coming this month very different, and also I have to say that these like we are actually not going to leak like we have changed our strategy a bit. We don't want to leak that much to the press saying that this deal is closed, this deal is closed. So we don't want that much of a news like from ourselves. We don't want to encourage that. So that's one of the tactics they have changed. That's why we have very less the briefs from club also.
yes,
and yeah, coming to next comment, Albin Dominic. Peace. Yeah, peace, Albin. Yeah. Now Anurag M. FDJ will come. Hopefully.
yes. We
Now
are expecting it to be done.
yeah, Ajit PS, ആശാനെ മലയാളമാക്ക് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ subtitles yeah, we'll be doing a live in Malayalam soon, so uh, don't worry. It'll be something similar, but yeah,
Yeah,
definitely Malayalam content will be coming soon. We
we
haven't.
we are just we are just waiting for a signing.
Yeah, once one
As
signing becomes official, we'll go live in Malayalam.
We'll go.
Don't worry.
Yes.
And
Sorry
then
for that.
I Hadi Kalb saying Pogba brother to ISL lol. Yeah. we can watch Florentine Pogba at Salt Lake Stadium or maybe in Cochin next time.
Yeah,
What do you think, Christian,
Yeah,
bro? You're the
yeah.
IS.
he will be the best person for answer it.
Yeah.
You guys can tune into Gods on Football for all the content regarding ISL.
Yeah,
uh,
one
Okay.
Bengali friend of mine named Roy, who runs the United Journal. He was sad that Pogba doesn't leave him away from him. He's like a ghost, comes behind him. So this time, uh, yeah. Next one,
I don't.
Anurag. Yeah,
I don't even think that he. I don't know whether he plays also because they have signed a really good Australian defender also.
Oh,
ATK.
yeah,
really?
ATK.
Okay.
ATK have been making some big moves recently.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
they
then
have the
Anurag.
money. They are the
Yeah,
city of.
yeah,
Uh, no,
of
not
ISL.
city. Yeah, no, you cannot say city. City because Mumbai city is already there. So we will probably say they are the Chelsea of Roman Abramovich Chelsea of uh,
ISL. Yeah,
ISL.
because they have the ATK and Mohan Bagan. They both of them are tying
Yeah,
hands together, right?
and Goenga and all these things. Yeah,
Goenka
yeah. We will
brothers.
move
Yeah.
on to United. Yeah,
Yeah, then
Yes.
Anurag M. Five substitutions in the coming season is a great advantage for City and Liverpool, right? We still need to build our first 11, not bench strength. Yeah, we can say that the five substitution rule is going to be good for us because Europa League is coming in. So we need to give
Yes.
opportunities for all our players. And then when you look at players like Donny van der Beek coming in, we cannot start him immediately. He'll definitely be an integral part of the squad. But then, this is where each and every players can show their value. When there's a five substitution
Yes.
rule, as the game advances and we don't see a result in the game, they can prove themselves. So United can make a good outcome out of it. It depends on how Ten Hag utilizes it, and I'm confident it will definitely help us.
Yes.
one thing to add also, United, unlike City, I think Liverpool does the same thing as United. So unlike City, we don't really we sign first team players, and the other players become our bench strength. And for bench strength to come in, we look at our youth sides. We bring youth players into it. So
Yes.
our we always bring youth players into the bench strength. That's how we have done in past also. We will continue to do the
Uh,
same.
and we can't say that we don't have bench strength. We do have bench strength. Yes,
Yeah,
of course, we are short on midfield, which that's the reason why we are
that's the
concentrating on
reason. Yeah,
midfield. And
even
yes,
for midfield, maybe you can say that Garner is a bench strength. Like he
yes,
probably come and do that role, and
yeah,
we can probably see one among Garnacho, Ahmad, or Pelistri staying in wing,
yes,
and Layad is there, who is considered for right back. Alvaro Fernandez, who is a really good player, won
yes.
the under 23 player of the year last time around.
I think Christian Bro got stuck
Uh,
in between. Maybe
okay, I
network
think,
issues.
And he's going to be considered. Hello? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
now
Okay.
he's back. Now he's back.
yeah, okay,
Sorry,
yeah,
some issue. So I was saying
it's all right.
Alvaro Fernandez, who is a really good
Yes,
left back, and even I think we can even say that there are other players also. I don't know who all, like Charlie McNeil is there for striker. Uh, so all these youth players, they will get their chance in preseason to impress, right?
yes,
And
yes,
all these players will be coming into like 27th. We are going to that. Like Rashford is coming, Sancho is coming, and Shaw is coming. But apart from that,
yes.
I don't think big name players are coming.
Marshall is there.
Marshall is there. I forgot. Uh, Maybe like we cannot really. Marshall had. Like, I was surprised. Marshall had a 20 plus goal season under Ole before last season.
Yes. We can't, I mean, we can't return off him. He
Yeah,
is someone who can finish the chances. I should say that after Ronaldo, who is the best finisher? I should say that it's Martial. He can finish the chances. He is a very good finisher.
there
The
is another
problem
one
is his
who is
consistency.
on bait.
Yes.
There is another one who is on bait. We cannot discuss about him, but mm,
Yeah.
that probably after Ronaldo he is the best finisher,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I
he is
mean,
out of the picture.
currently on the systems, on the players in the system, I should say
Yeah,
that on top of Rashford or Elanga or Sancho, we should consider Martial. Yes, his consistency and his behaviors are not good. I mean, he's not good
Maybe
on,
maybe
in
that's
terms of
what,
that.
like, he needs a coach. If I am ETH, I'm going to get inside his head and say that, uh, brother, you are a really good talent. Just utilize that. Just don't waste it, please. Like, what are you
I
doing?
think
Like,
yes, it is like the way of you are telling some people. Some players wanted to have that confidence and the personal
yeah,
impact with the coach. I mean, that's where Mourinho lacked it. I mean, I'm not criticizing the way he will tell things. Is he's like a headmaster, he or LVG. So, and Ole was someone like kind of a friend or a brother material. So I hope ETH will be the same because he had developed so many players under him, Ajax or
yeah.
Ultrad. So which will be possible, which is possible still. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read a interview after the Sevilla stint also, saying that he said something similar to that. I came in injured preseason, so I was never really fit coming into last season. Then Ronaldo came in, so I got my appearance limited. Then because of that only, I went in for a loan to Sevilla to gain my fitness back. But then again, after going and playing there, I got injured again. So it was a very bad season for me. I tend to change that next season, and I hope I get a chance to play at United again. Something like that he said after the Sevilla season. So let's see. So what I
Yes.
am saying is, all these youngsters will get their chance next week, uh, without all these other guys coming in. They will get their chance to impress idiots, right? They will get
Yes.
their chance to
Yes.
impress Ten Hag. So
Everyone will get a chance. Yes.
yeah, so it's up to them to make the claim. So you just go in and perform it well, and if Ten Hag is thinking, okay, this guy can do a job for me, then he is not going to go and sign someone else. Like, he can probably
Yes.
push that to do. So it's up to them to do that also. So let's see. Um,
Yep.
so I think we have covered two topics, that preseason thing and transfers. There is a thing going on about FDJ and whether he is the DM. That's a very big topic that is going on. There was one big. I don't know whether you guys have seen that. Like, if you analyze FDJ's positioning wherever he plays, like, he plays just before the CBs, so that's where the DM usually plays. But most of the people doesn't see FDJ as a DM. So, what is your opinions regarding that? Like, how is he going to utilize?
Alan,
Yeah, I'll
Alan,
you are
start.
the
Yeah.
best person for this.
yeah,
Yeah, as Krishnan bro said earlier, like even I had read something on Reddit regarding his average positioning. So, if you look at his previous games at Ajax as well as Barcelona as well, some not Barcelona, Netherlands, recent games for Louis van Gaal, seems to be a bit deeper compared to the player in his pivot position. So
Yes.
he's actually going to play that second phase number eight role. So what he does is, there's going to be the center backs, right? So you have a ball playing center back like Harry Maguire. What does Maguire usually do for United? What he does is he drives the ball from back to the a second phase, and then he tries to pass it to someone like Matic or Pogba or Fred or McTominay. That's how our play is going. He's a good ball carrier, Maguire. Now, what happens with Frankie De Jong is Maguire's workload will decrease a bit. Frankie will be able to carry the ball into more open spaces from the second phase. So what happens here is he'll be able to utilize the space really well, and at the same time, find diamonds or triangles, because Ten Hag's system is heavily based on ball retention as well as possession. So main idea of bringing in someone like Frankie De Jong is not to act as a ball winner, but to you utilize the ball when we have it in possession, so that we can bring it to the more useful areas, especially on the left hand side where we control games. But if you look at the past seasons, we haven't been controlling a lot of our games. In case of Oleguna Solskjaer, I love that man, I love his system, but there has been questions whether it's an overarching philosophy, or he's having a bit of a reactive tactics maybe. But we saw towards the end that he was coming to a more a passable system where he tries to gain more ball retention. But then it didn't work out because we didn't have that profile of a player in the squad. It was more like trying to win the ball back, and then playing more without the ball, without possession. So I think what Ten Hag is trying to do here is make the most out of the ball that we have in possession. So that's what Frankie will really help. Now, Frankie isn't a DM. What we can do with Frankie is we can balance the pivot. Play him in a pivot. We can balance it. How can we balance it? We can bring in a ball winner. Maybe this might be an unpopular opinion, but someone like Fred might be useful here in terms of ball winning, because I read a piece on Athletic where they were comparing the pie charts of Frankie De Jong's pivot players at Netherlands as well as his previous stint at Ajax. So you can see that he doesn't do a lot of defensive work, but he's pretty decent in possession as well as in attack. So we just need that ball winner in midfielder, and I think Fred really does that ball winning role well. And when it comes to the possession part, Fred isn't that great, but he can make in the short runs as well as win the ball back higher up the pitch. These things Fred can really contribute in a positive manner. So I'm quite optimistic if Frankie plays in a pivot with Fred. But then, yeah, I would like the team to bring in a young ball winning midfielder if possible at a low cost option, or try someone from the academy if someone's there. Or maybe Scott might be able to do something if he's able to improve his positioning as well as scanning all over the pitch. Because the issue which I felt with Scott is that he doesn't stay in the right areas. But what he does well is he can advance well with the ball. So in some situations, he can, like he can defend well, because he has played in that three at the back system for Scotland. And another part of Frankie De Jong is what I would like to see. Like we don't have this kind of a player right now. We had one in form of Michael Carrick, where he could play the libero role, in between the center halves, like two center halves, and then in between them there's a midfielder who's playing a sweeper role. Frankie De Jong does this role really well. We don't have that kind of a player. If we bring such an a player into a squad right now, it would be an asset, especially when we want to dictate the play from the deep. And in games where you need to use the ball really well in possession inside our own half. So yeah, a lot of different ideas can be plotted out of this player coming into the squad.
I just need
Yes.
to I just need to say a few things. The thing is that there is a really good Tifo video that has just dropped. I think all of you guys can go and see it, regarding Ten Hag and how he does that, how he did at Ajax, and how he did when in 2018 Ajax, and before that also Utrecht. That is known. I have been mentioning that here like a lot of times, but that is no one has done and Tifo has done, so that people know. And it is really informative because in that video itself they tell that at Utrecht they play against teams that are not as good as them. They play in a certain way against teams that are better than them. They play in another certain way. So against teams that are better than not as good as them, then they actually impose themselves and play the usual enhanced system. The system matters. In Utrecht, it seems he has played a lot of formation. It's not really 4-2-3-1 restricted to 4-3-3. I think in Utrecht he has even played 3-5-2. So he is not really someone that is married to a formation. So I wouldn't be really surprised if you see us going for a three at the back system three at the back formation at the start of the things. So he can do that, like, and that will probably decimate the need for a DM also, because Frankie can play with
Yes.
three at the back. You in Ten Hag's system, you defend with 3+1. So
Yes.
three is there, and one will draw from somewhere, and they defend. So that's how they defend. If it is four at the back, then one of the fullback is going to invert and form a CB. So that is the three. Otherwise, one of the midfielder is going to come in, and that is the three. And so the defending is 3-3-1, and usually it will be 3-2-5 when they go. So it will be three at a very high line, two, then five. These two would be either fullback inverting in, or one midfielder staying, one fullback inverting in. And so this the five will be including all our attackers plus one midfielder going. So that's how, and the defending starts from the front also. It's not like, so anyway these five players are there. So if you lose the ball there, they will all go there. So this one I explained in our tactical video also clearly, that few of the games we are definitely going to definitely going to see some opposition player playing a long ball over the top of our defense, and some pacey winger or pacey player running in one on one with Digia and finishes off. That's going to happen. It will happen because for our his system to get bedded in, that has to happen multiple times, and he has to show players what needs to be done, and he
Yeah.
has to show probably our GK what needs to be done, because
Yeah.
he doesn't come off his line also. That's one of the thing his GK has to do. We will see how De Gea does it. So uh, I think the defending, as I said, it doesn't really matter with the system. So when they did play opposition that are far better than them, it seems they play much more on the long balls are higher, the transitions are higher, so they do the other stuffs also. So it's not like Ten Hag can change according to the game. So that's really encouraging, because I don't think we as United, we are not really a team that is going to dominate every game in EPL. We are not at that stage anymore. So Ajax is a side who is going to dominate every game in Eredivisie. So if we go by just Ajax tactics, we are going to get found out. Like probably the third game when Liverpool come calling, they are going to put 6 or 7 pastors. If you go with the Ajax tactics, so I won't be really surprised that Liverpool game he goes for a three at the back system and do a just park the bucks and play it on the counter. He might do that, like 10, he's very as I said, I have Utrecht thing, when I went back and saw, I haven't seen the video, but in Tifo video they are clearly explained. You guys can watch it. It's a really great video. um, so if anyone hasn't watched, I urge you guys to watch that. You will probably get a lot more of about ETS from that. So and you guys can, whoever speaks Malayalam, you guys can go back and see our ETH tactical thing also, in which I have gone into detail about what he done in Utrecht, and before that Go Ahead Eagles and all. So uh, that's it. Anything
And
else?
one more thing, yeah, one more
Yeah.
thing. It's like Vaishag was asking about ETH user. ETH doesn't use a traditional DM, but two-man pivot. Yes, if it's a back four, definitely it will be a two-man pivot. And I'm sure that from Fred's previous club, he was playing in that two-man pivot, and he showed that in front of City. That's the reason why City tried to sign him. And in that pivot role or a ball winning role, he will be successful. He can be good. uh, why he was struggling, it's because of the player in playing with him was McTominay,
McTominay.
and he is not a technical ability doesn't have that technical ability to run with the ball or make the accurate passes. That's what we will get it from De Jong. That's why we always say that these two can be a very good partnership in terms of future references. I think you need to give some credit for Fred, especially last season. He showed us that how he can be very good at in terms of pressing.
Even McTominay, I think you can pair McTominay with Frank De Jong, and there wouldn't be that much of a problem. Like if he drops to a third CB kind of player, and he does that because he plays a third CB for Scotland, right? So he
Yes,
can do that. So if you are playing FDJ and McTominay, you can drop Scott McTominay to a third CB role while defending,
yes,
and then someone from our fullback who is good enough a ball playing ball player, like maybe even Luke Shaw. I'm just putting names like Luke Shaw, or if you had got Timber, that would have been really good. Like he can come into the midfield, and then there is a pivot already, like FDJ and whoever comes in the fullback. So there are various things that ETH can do with those players, and this ball winner or this destroyer kind of DM is not really something that he spends a lot of money on. So the Alvarez one was a CB signing for Ajax, and he converted him to a ball winning DM.
yes,
And the Martinez one was a DM signing for Ajax, and he converted him to a CB. So we will
yes,
see a lot of these position changes also. It's not like Scott McTominay means he's going to play in the midfield role. I can clearly see in future Scott McTominay doing a CB role,
yes,
and maybe even like there are a lot of like maybe Rashford doing a 10 role or Sancho doing a 10 role, maybe Bruno playing in the wings. All these things you can see in ETH because he does all these things. He makes it works also. It's not like he tries and he wins, but he makes it works also. So we will see. Um,
yes.
so that's it. I think we have covered most of the thing. Any updates,
We
Alan? Anything to say?
Uh, yeah, regarding, I think few players have, as per reports from Manchester Evening News, they're saying that few players have already returned for preseason medicals. So yeah, this includes Henderson as well, who's
Yeah,
hmm,
whose loan move is imminent. Now,
yes,
yeah, coming to the comment section, so we'll just go through this as well. So and then there is Geeky Ben saying Bakary Kone feeling. I think it's regarding Florentin Pogba, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Kone was the defender at KBFC.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was not really good.
good. Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then
Just wanted to add. Okay.
yes, yes,
Yes, please.
go on,
No,
AJ.
yes, yes. No, no, no. I was thinking about we didn't add Ronaldo's thing, so I thought of just giving a
Yeah.
brief on
Okay.
Ronaldo's thing.
We will do one thing. I think Vaishak has a lot of comment. I agree with all of them. Vaishak, you have probably one of the sensible United fans that I have seen online. And Tony, hopefully Tony does well. So yeah, we will end with Ronaldo because we are running out of time. We will end with Ronaldo. Uh, so there are reports that Ronaldo is leaving. He's staying, leaving. What is your guys' opinion? Like, go ahead.
AJ, come on.
Yeah,
uh,
AJ.
Bayern has already rejected that any news
Yeah,
or rumors, and usually the Petit Gold one, who's Sky Sports, he is very good at in terms of everything, especially from Germany. So he rejected it, and Bayern also confirmed that they are not pursuing any Ronaldo deal. So I don't think there is not many chances Ronaldo is leaving. The only concern is the talk itself comes from Portugal, which is started by record in the Portugal one. So it may be happen from the
it is
agent
happening
side
from
or the
Mendes.
Yeah, they just want to push for the United to push
Yeah.
for deals to be completed, maybe only because of that. And I can't see Ronaldo leaving for any other club apart from Bayern Munich. Yes, but Bayern is not pursuing anything. So most probably, not probably, he will be staying at United next season. He will be our number seven for next season. So don't worry about that. And it's not worry actually. He will be staying anyway. That's my thought on it.
I would anything to add, Alan, because before I say
Yeah,
anything.
regarding Ronaldo's case, I think this was a as both of you mentioned, it's a brief from Mendes. You know,
Yes.
we are not in Champions League football. We are not in our best state at the moment. So, and we are not doing that well in the transfer window as well. We know that Darwin Nunes was a Mendes client, and he was expected to be one of our top transfer targets after midfield, and we didn't come into the what do you say bidding war with Liverpool. Maybe you can uh, take it in that those terms. Maybe it could be a
Yeah.
ploy to force the issue, saying that you gotta do things our way. But I think this is the thing. Ronaldo is frustrated. Everyone is. All the Manchester United fans are. We have to accept the situation. That's the reality. We just can't escape from it. And maybe definitely Eric Ten Hag is um, considering Ronaldo as well as David De Gea as the two potential captains. From the media reports, that's what I think Luckhurst had said something regarding this in his podcast as well as MEN's Q&A. So we are hearing this reports. Maybe it could be a ploy to give him that captaincy armband from Eric Ten Hag. It could be forcing a decision into his favor. We don't know what the mind games are from their end. So I think he will not leave, but it's intriguing to keep an eye on such updates coming from the media. And I think definitely Ronaldo is not happy because it's been reported by Manu Saints from AS Spanish press. He
Yes.
is George Mendes' mouthpiece. And then Record Portugal. They were the ones who broke the exclusive on Darwin Nunes. So they know
Yes.
something which is happening behind the scenes with Mendes. And then there is Patrick Berger from Sport One in Germany, who has got good
Yes.
connections with Gestifute, which is the agency controlled by George Mendes. So this is coming from their end. We know that. So at the moment we can take these things with a pinch of salt. But regarding his exit, but who knows? We can just keep an eye on it how situation develops. But I think we can stay relaxed for the time being.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. I think Midun, we have discussed regarding that previously. You can just go back and see. And I think regarding Ronaldo, I don't really care whether he stays or leaves because I think EDH is not really someone that who needs a really number nine. He's fine with that system. Yeah, if Ronaldo leaves, he can play a false nine. Be it with Bruno, be it with the Sancho, be it with Rashford or whoever it is, he can play a false nine system. That's not really going to do anything. Only thing I'm cared about regarding Ronaldo is like he has to say when he comes on July 4th whether he is staying or leaving. Because once we set a system with Ronaldo in it and play all the four preseason matches, we developed that system. Then on August 25th, he's saying, I am leaving. Then that's going to put us back. So either you are staying, bro, otherwise you are going. You can choose,
Yes.
but choose it on July 4th when you come. July
Yes.
first week, inform that. Uh,
Yes.
so I don't really care. I am not going to say that if Ronaldo leaves, oh everything is going down. That's not going to happen. So it's up to him. So that's it, guys. I think we have almost covered everything, and we are almost 1 hour. We will leave it at that. So thank you, guys. I think everything we have covered. Thank you, guys, and we will mention when we are coming online again. Uh, Hopefully next week, and that if a signing happens, it will be on Malayalam, and we all can join and celebrate
Yeah.
the first signing of United. So let's hope so.
Thanks a
Thank
lot
you.
for the good comments as
Thanks
well.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Adios.
Thanks for the support. Yeah. Bye. Adios.
Adios.